Well, good morning. That was a foggy start to the day. I parked up at Blackgang watch point and hoping to put the drone up there first thing, but it's shrouded in fog, so I just nipped down to Whale Chine and put the drone up there where it was nice and sunny. So I'm going to put that video clip in right now if I remember. So now we're driving up towards Blackgang again, driving east back towards Ventnor, well back towards Nyton first, and I'm going to see if I can put the drone up anywhere around Ventnor. It might also be draped in fog and sea mist. I do love it though when it's shrouded like that, when areas of the south coast of the island are shrouded in sea fog, especially if you can get to an area that isn't and do a video from there overlooking the shrouded bit. Looks rather lovely, but it'll be interesting to see if the undercliff is foggy, and if so, how much. So we're just going past Blackgang viewpoint now, the car park where I parked overnight. It's a real shame that was all foggy, because I was going to get drone footage of Gore Cliff and St Catherine's Point next time. Now we're whizzing down the valley towards Nyton and we're still in fog, as I'm sure you've deduced. So maybe the whole of the undercliff is in fog as well. I think it's a southerly today, I can't remember. There's barely any breeze though, so really good drone flying weather if we can get out of this murk. It's nice to be back on the island, especially mid-September, which is when all the visible bird migration gets going. So by that I mean the birds that are flying overhead visibly and calling as they fly. I wouldn't be jogging up this road in relatively thick fog if I was that guy, but actually there's probably 200 metres visibility, so he's fine, as long as the person who's driving is concentrating, which of course they should be in weather like this, in any weather. So we're down in Nyton now. So it's lifted a bit, the fog, but it's still foggy. Still no point flying a drone in these conditions. I'm going to shift this cold one of these days. It's gone onto my chest. So what so often happens is that when Blackgang is in fog, you come down and Ventnor and that part of the undercliff isn't in fog at all. We'll see. Really hear the engine grinding there. She's still going though. She's fine at high revs, which is going relatively fast. So once she's up to about 60, which is about as fast as I go in this car, just because I want to save fuel, once she's up to that kind of speed, no problem at all, or no noise at all. If there's any mechanics watching this, any views very welcome. I had to put a bit more oil in yesterday because the oil lights started to blink at me again. I don't think it's lack of engine oil, it shouldn't be, because I keep topping it up. I will take it to Bonchurch Garage probably this coming week to get a proper diagnosis. And I'm going to take the car to be valeted, well, cleaned on the inside, deep clean on the inside at Charlie's detailing up at the industrial estate. Charlie's very good. He used to work at the Met, and he set up his own business, Charlie's Detailing, up in the industrial estate. So I'm going to take him there because he is a bit of a perfectionist when it comes to cleaning vehicles, and the inside of my vehicle certainly needs a good clean. So we're now coming through, hang on, where are we? Whitwell. I was going to call it Knighton for a minute. It's Whitwell. We've been through Knighton. We'll turn right here and head up into Ventnor, or head along and then down into Ventnor. Oh, he was going fast. There goes the grinding. Low gear grinding. Very odd. Yeah, it's still too foggy for the drone. Can't get any decent views when the weather's like this. I might be able to break through the fog, of course. You've got to have line of sight of the drone though. You've got to be able to see which way the camera is orientated, which on these little drones means you can't go too far when it's foggy. I'm lucky that I have very good eyes, so I can see it at quite a distance. Wow. He was out in the middle of the road, so I had to tell him to get over a bit. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? It's looking like it's going to be a foggy one for Ventnor today. It's been a relatively wet September so far. Not really made up for the massive drought we had, but ooh, look at that. Looks like the sky's clearing, and it is. Might be in luck. It's kind of easier for the drone when the fog is at a low level, and then you position yourself as a pilot above the fog and fly over it, and it looks pretty spectacular. Today it's at high level, so I have to be below it, so I can only really launch it down in the undercliff, which is fine. It should look pretty cool. I'm actually recharging the drone as I drive down here. I've got a little Anchor cigarette lighter kind of charger thingy. The Anchor one's being good quality, so it's safe to plug the drone in and charge it up via the, whatever it would be, alternator is it? I don't know. Via the lighter socket anyway. By the time I get to Ventnor it'll be fully charged again. It was still on about 70%, so only used about 20% in that little flight around Chale and Whale Chine. It's always good to keep it fully topped up. Oh, it's lovely down here, isn't it? Nice polite people today, apart from that guy that's driving in the middle of the road. Everyone else has been nice. I'm going to take a slight diversion from the route I'd normally take and go down here. Not sure I've taken the video down this way before. So I assume this fog is going to burn off during the day, and it might turn out to be quite a nice warm day. I'm wearing my shorts, so I need it to be. Excuse the window. Wasn't my bones creaking, that was the car window, I promise. Let's just stop here because I'm going to turn the filter down a little bit. Got it too high, I think. Let's have a look. It's a bit drab in Ventnor, doesn't it? But this kind of weather can put down some migrating birds, so it's lovely as far as I'm concerned. Onto the bumpy road that they refuse to resurface because it's too difficult a job. Yeah, they've actually renewed the double yellow lines recently on that section. This section they've forgotten. So they can be bothered to do that, but they can't be bothered to actually put a new laminate on the road. It's concrete base, so you can't really scrape it all. Well, you can scrape off the old laminate, the old tarmac, but then you have to just put a surface, a thin surface on. Can't do it too thickly because all the metalwork is low. So you'd have to raise the metalwork, which is probably what a proper job would entail doing. Hurst's closed, unfortunately. Moved out of Ventnor, Hurst's have, which is very sad. Right, let us go down into the bay. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Glad I wore shorts today. I think it is going to turn out to be quite warm. In the southeast it's going to get up to kind of 25 at some point this week, I think. Maybe over the weekend, the weather forecasters were saying. gradually learning how to get slightly less jerky footage on this thing. Next step will be to learn how to actually do the settings on the camera system, which can all be done on the phone, on the app on the phone. Try and get some more cinematic kind of stuff, whatever that means. Of course, now there's a Mini 5 Pro, so I've got the Mini 4 Pro, which I bought last year. I'm not even remotely tempted to buy a Mini 5 Pro because I don't have the money, and I need to buy a new house, i.e. a new van. It's a higher priority. And here, looks like my parking space is taken. Shocking behaviour, or is it? The one in front of me is, and the one behind me is, but not my one, which is amazing. People must know. Must know better. There we are. Perfect parking, even if I do say so myself. So I hope you're enjoying this video about Ventnor and the undercliff. If so, then don't forget there are 2 books that I've written. One, Bird Watching Around Ventnor, creatively named, and the second one is Wildlife Watching Around Ventnor. Just short books about the local area that are the subject of this video. Available on Amazon. I'll put a link below for this video, and you can also order it from the library, and it's available in all major bookshops, both of these little booklets.